In this session, we are going to talk about letter writing. First, let's see what's a letter. A letter is a form of written communication. It can be handwritten, typed, or even printed. Usually, a letter is placed in an envelope. It can be sent through the post or delivered by hand. People use letters to share information or messages. It is one of the oldest methods of communication. Even today, letters are valued for their personal touch. Now, let's see the types of letters. So, there are two types of letters. One is formal letter, and the other one is informal letter. So, first, let's see what a formal letter is. A formal letter is a type of letter written for official, professional, or serious purposes. It follows a fixed structure and polite tone. Formal letters are usually written to people in authority, organizations, companies, or institutions, not to close friends or family. They are used for applications, complaints, inquiries, requests, or business matters. The language in a formal letter is respectful, clear, and to the point. Unlike informal letters, they avoid casual words or slang. Formal letters generally include parts like the sender's address, date, receiver's address, subject, salutation, body of the letter, and the closing request or whatever the content is, and the signature. They are an important means of communication in schools, offices, and official places of work. Now, there are several types under formal letters. Let's look into them one by one. So, the first type is business letters. Business letters are used for communication in the professional world. They help in maintaining relationships between companies, suppliers, customers, and clients. They are written in a formal tone to discuss deals, confirm transactions, request quotations, or share official information. For example, a company writing to its supplier to request a quotation for office furniture. The next one is official letters. Official letters are sent to government departments, institutions, or public authorities. They usually deal with issues like services, rules, complaints, or requests related to civic and public matters. Such letters are respectful, polite, and straight to the point. Example, writing to the electricity board about frequent power cuts in your locality. The next type is application letter. Application letters are written when applying for jobs, admissions, scholarships, or permissions. They highlight qualifications, experiences, or reasons for the request. These letters are common in schools, colleges, and professional life. Example, a student writing to the principal to request leave for medical reasons. The next one is complaint letters. Complaint letters are used to report a problem, defect, or poor service. They help express dissatisfaction in a polite but firm way. The tone must remain respectful, focusing on the issue and expecting a solution. For example, writing to a mobile company about a defective handset purchased recently. The next type is inquiry letter. Inquiry letters are written to ask for information, details, or clarification about a product, service, or event. They are often used before making purchases, bookings, or applications. The language is polite and the questions are direct and clear. For example, writing to a university to inquire about admission requirements for an MBA course. Next type is order letter. Order letters are used to place orders for goods or services. They include details like quantity, quality, delivery date, and payment method. They are often written by shops, institutions, or businesses to suppliers. Example, a school writing to a bookstore to order 100 copies of textbooks. The next type is a reference or recommendation letter. These letters are written to recommend someone for a job, course, or opportunity. They highlight the person's skills, achievements, and character. A strong recommendation letter can influence the decision of employers or institutions. For example, a teacher recommending a student for a scholarship program. The next one is resignation letters. Resignation letters are used by employees to formally inform their employer about leaving the job. They usually include reasons for leaving, appreciation for opportunities, and the notice period. A resignation letter must remain professional and polite as it reflects one's attitude even while leaving. For example, an employee resigning from a company to pursue higher education will be providing a resignation letter. So, all of these are types of formal letters that we find in day to day life. So, now let's look into the format of a formal letter. So, the format is the same for all of these types of letters, and the format that is being shown on the screen right now is an international format, that is, it can be used anywhere and everywhere when needed. So, the formal letters format begins with the sender's address, that is from address, followed by the date, and then by the to address, that is the receiver's address. And after that, we should mention the subject that shows the purpose of the letter, and then we go on with the salutation with either dear sir or ma'am or respected sir or ma'am, followed by the body of the letter, and then again salutations, which shows yours faithfully or yours sincerely, such salutations, followed by your signature, and below which you should mention your full name. So all of these um, things should be to the left of the page. That is, everything, there should be no commas, no full stops anywhere after the addresses, the dates, and stuff, and everything should be aligned to the left. Nothing should be on the right hand side. So, this format is accepted everywhere and it can be used in any organization or to anybody who is of uh, who is holding a good position or authority. So now let's move to informal letter. An informal letter is a type of letter written to people you know personally, such as friends, relatives, or family members. It is casual in tone and does not follow strict rules like a formal letter. Informal letters are used to share personal news, feelings, experiences, or to stay in touch with someone. They allow freedom in language, style, and structure, and can include jokes, emotions, or personal opinions. Common examples include letters to a friend about a holiday, a thank you letter to a relative, or an invitation to a birthday party. The language is friendly, polite, and personal, reflecting the closeness between the sender and the receiver. Informal letters generally include the sender's address, date, greeting, body closing, and signature, but the format can be flexible in an informal letter. So let's now look into the types of informal letters. So the first type is personal letters. These are written to share personal matters, updates, or daily life experiences. The tone of this personal letter is warm, friendly, and emotional. They help maintain personal bonds and express care. An example would be a letter written to your cousin about your school annual day program. The next type of informal letter is friendly letters. So these are written to close friends in a casual, chatty manner. They often include jokes, stories, and free flowing conversations. The style is informal, as if you are talking directly to your friend. For example, writing to your best friend about your summer holiday adventure uh, will come under friendly letter. The next one is invitation letter. Uh, it is most commonly sent to invite friends or relatives to functions, parties, or special events. The tone is cheerful and welcoming. These letters can also include details of the event like time, place, dress code, etc. And a good example will be inviting a letter to your birthday celebration. The next type is thank you letters. These are written to express gratitude for a gift, help, or kindness. They show appreciation and strengthen personal relationships. The language is polite and full of warmth. An example would be a thank you letter written to one's uncle for sending you a watch on your birthday. The next one is congratulatory letter. It is sent to congratulate someone on success, achievements, or happy events. They show happiness and pride in the person's accomplishment. The tone is joyful and encouraging. For example, writing a letter to a friend who won first prize in a debate competition will come under this type. The next one is condolence letter. This is written to express sympathy and support during times of loss or sorrow. The tone is serious, gentle, and comforting. They show empathy and care for the receiver's feelings. For example, writing to a friend who lost a loved one, expressing your condolence will come under this type. Let's now look into the the format of an informal letter. So just like a formal letter, this all the details in an informal letter will also be to the left hand side. Everything should be aligned to the left. So it begins with the sender's address. It does not have the from address. It usually has the to address followed by the date and followed by the salutation, which is very friendly and not official or professional, followed by the body of the letter, and then again a salutation that again is not professional but it's friendly, and then your name. So informal letter is very simple and is more flexible when compared to the formal letter. Hope the types of letters and their formats were clear. Thank you.